will be put to the test. It's the Commanders and the Chiefs, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. And tonight, we've got a preseason matchup, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that,
here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native. At quarterback, it's Baker Mayfield.
and he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively, because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also, when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes. Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
13 yards there and a Washington first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On first and 10, it's Robinson. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Mayfield now on second down. Open man is Samuel, complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does, and in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are, and you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. Mayfield. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd down and 9. Mahomes now to throw. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 31. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
They'll run here with Pacheco, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Pacheco is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just floated from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Mayfield looks to throw. And his throw is incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they'd left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter. I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back to the ground with Robinson. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them. Both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Mayfield's throw complete to Dotson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Love the call here. You're deep in your own end. You catch the defense thinking you're going to try and run just to get a little breathing room. Instead, they go play action, and they get a nice completion to get out of danger and get them a 1st down.
He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A give right side for Pacheco. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Throwing now is Mahomes. A throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on 1st and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And the Washington offense heading out. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody will press it a little bit. This might be the case.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting it back on the sand.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He finds his man complete. That's Barton. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. To throw, Mayfield. That's out wide here for Robinson. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 2nd and 2. From the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
So he's been a busy man here this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So a very tight first half. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him and we'll step aside for a moment. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Lance's throw pulled in here by Powell. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he will take it all in for a Chiefs touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. First possession of the second half now for Washington. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the defense, they get to Hal, will go down here. Felix Anudike-Uzomah, the man to get home for the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Got a man, it's Rodriguez. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Returning it is Moore. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Here we go.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Ready?
Throwing now is Lance. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Washington ready to try again on offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Here's Rodriguez now on 2nd down. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now try to pick it up on 3rd. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's Moore on the return. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. The Lance going to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Curl. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Howell. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Tressway now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Shotgun now for Lance. And that one too wide and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And Lance will try again on 2nd down. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We're back now in KC. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Howell from the gun. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards the pickup. 1st down, Washington.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And this is going to be a Commander's 1st down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Now a handoff to Rodriguez. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A throw on target there to Milne. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Open man, that's Milne. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Only a yard on the pickup there, second and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Here's Hal to throw on second down. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop it. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
10 cycles. Set up.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Well, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working from the gun, Lance. Open is Powell, that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Cornell Powell taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
The Commanders' offense returning to the field. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Here's Howell. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The offense on third down tonight, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Powell. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 4th down, Howell, desperation time. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Ready.
On 1st down, Lance. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Ready.
Now Lance throwing on 2nd down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Howell out of his own end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw from his end zone, Howell. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You always think about picking up the first down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but I admire the effort.
And taken right on the 30. Oh, nice move. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out come the Chiefs now. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 9. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's pulled in by Brooks. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. From the gun, it's Lance. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brooks. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. So this one in the win.